बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। अस्सलामु अलैकुम स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम क्लास फर्स्ट ईयर से लेसन नंबर 1 रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज़ ऑफ यूथ के क्वेश्चन आंसर करेंगे। लेक्चर स्टार्ट होने से पहले आपसे एक गुजारिश है कि हमारे दूसरे चैनल का लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है, आप ज़रूर इसे विज़िट करें। उसमें हम इंग्लिश ग्रामर एमसीक्यूज़ क्विज़ अपलोड करते हैं, आपको इंशाल्लाह बहुत फ़ायदा होगा उससे भी। तो लेक्चर स्टार्ट करते हैं क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 से। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 है, वाई डज द काइड स्ट्रेस ऑन यूथ टू बी कंटिन्यूसली विजिलेंट। सवाल का मतलब ये है कि कायद आज़म नौजवानों को मुसलसल चौकन्ना रहने पर क्यों जोर देते हैं। इसका आंसर है, काइड स्ट्रेस ऑन यूथ टू बी कंटिन्यूसली विजिलेंट बिकॉज ही बिलीव्स that after getting freedom, great responsibility rests on the shoulders of youth. In order to fight against the challenges of within and foreign enemies, the youth must be vigilant and beware all the times. Keeping in view such unfavorable circumstances, the youth need to be more vigilant and alert to overcome the difficulties and to stop our enemies from causing damage to the image of newly established state of Pakistan. Question number 2 है, what according to the Quaid is the prime responsibility of youth। इसका आंसर है, according to the Quaid, the prime responsibility of the youth is to pay attention to their studies and to equip themselves with higher education to serve their nation in a much better way. He says that they must have a constructive spirit. Quaid gives the advice to the youth that their main occupation should be fairness to yourselves, your parents, and definitely fairness to the state. He says that the youth must prepare themselves for the upcoming battle of life that lies ahead of them. Quaid has a firm belief that youth can only be a source of pride and strength to the nation only if they follow his advice with honesty and sincerity. Question number 3 है, having read the text of the Qaid's speech, what traits of characters the Qaid wants to see in the educated youth। इसका आंसर है, high moral standards, constructive spirit, fairness to self, parents and state, discipline, strong willpower, seriousness, integrity, truthfulness and unselfishness are the character traits that the Qaid wants to see in the educated youth of the newly established। Question number 4 है, what advice does the Qaid give to the youth about the choice of career। इसका आंसर है, the Qaid gives advice to the youth regarding the choice of career by saying that they must not run after getting government jobs after completion of their degrees, या आप ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं कि after completion of their studies। He tells them clearly that through government services seems quite attractive, but most of the government servants live in a miserable life. He advises them to divert their attention, aims and goals to other channels, fields and avenues that would provide them more opportunities to excel in life। Question number 5 है, compare and contrast the youth of today with ideal youth of Quaid-e-Azam in his speech। इसका आंसर है, today's youth is quite different from the ideal youth of Quaid-e-Azam. Lack of ethics, low moral values, dishonesty, attitude problem, poor work ethic, more inclination towards fashion trends and excessive use of social media are some of the things that are of great concern with respect to the modern youth of Pakistan. The youth of present times also take less interest in their studies and show a lack of regard for the elderly people. On the other hand, while talking about the ideal youth in his speech, the Quaid says that they should be honest, hardworking, truthful, fearless, disciplined, and serious in their approach towards education. Question number 6 है Having read the text of responsibilities of youth, what, in your view, could be the possible role of youth in crisis management of the country? इसका आंसर है The youth of any nation is basically its pride and strength only if they are on the right path. The youth can play its constructive role in crisis management if they are well educated, well trained, technically sound, hardworking, and sincere. The youth has all the vigor, intellect, courage, and strength that are needed to resolve any issue or to overcome any difficult situation. Being a larger part of the society, they can help the nation stand on firm grounds by becoming the right hand of government under any crisis situation. Question number 7 है Quaid says not only has Pakistan survived the shock of that upheaval than ever. Which upheaval is he talking about? इसका आंसर है In this statement, Quaid is talking about the upheaval of Punjab and Delhi Holocaust. In that Holocaust, thousands of people, including men, women, and even children, were butchered mercilessly, and millions were forced to leave their ancestral homes, thus becoming desperate, homeless souls. They then migrated to the newly established state, creating a very difficult situation for Pakistan. The enemy of Pakistan tried its best to weaken it, but the newly emerged state of Pakistan successfully survived the shock of this upheaval. Question number 8 है Interpret and analyze the following statements from the speech. इसके 3 पार्ट्स हैं. पहला पार्ट ये है Beware of the fifth columnist among ourselves. दूसरा पार्ट बी है Guard against and weed out selfish who only wish to exploit you so that they may swim. इसका पार्ट सी है. इस क्वेश्चन का पार्ट सी ये है Hitherto you have been following the rut. All you think and hanker for is government service. Now I want you to get out of that rut and that mentality, especially now that we are in free Pakistan. इसके पार्ट ए का आंसर ये है The Quaid advises that the youth to be well aware of the negative and anti-state elements who always want to weaken the newly established state of Pakistan. Part B का आंसर ये है You should try to eliminate those selfish people among you who has a desire to use youth for their evil plots in order to damage the image of Pakistan. Part C का आंसर ये है The Quaid advises the youth not to run after government services after completion of your degrees. He says that the students have to change their mindset regarding getting jobs as they are now a part of a free state Pakistan.